Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2.
What's good? What's good?
What's good? What's good?
What's good, big dog?
Can you hear me? Let me know. Eastside Las Juras. Damn, that is crazy.
You can hear? All right, for sure.
Good
Good.
looking.
I got calls from work.
So every time, I don't know why, every time I get a phone call from the Hale and I'm live and I pick it up, it fucks up my whole audio. So I gotta restart it.
What's good, though?
I'm gonna let some people get in here and then we gonna start where we left off. Much love to everybody though. Hopefully everybody's doing good tonight. Baby Lowe's was good. My bad. I got a phone call from work. And I don't know why, but every time that I answer a phone call, it messes up my whole audio.
Cameron
Was
was.
good, big dog. It's been a little minute, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Baby Lowe's was good though. Hope you're doing good as well, my boy. Badass Prophet was good, big dog. Salute.
Let's get into this. Everybody, when you come in here,
Do me a favor, double tap that screen. My boy Sergio was good. Big dog, you like feet? I like pig feet. I like chitlins. That's what you're talking about? What you talking about, boo? You mean if I have a foot fetish? Nah, I ain't with that. He stink, to be honest. I've taken a bit of a break from my phone. Needed to disconnect.
you and your family good. Yes.
Sir, we good, big dog. I've been taking a break as well. I haven't really been going live either. And man, it had been like 3 weeks since I dropped a video, like a full video, a pre-recorded video. It had been like 3 weeks since I dropped. Probably like about 5 days since I went live. So I feel you on that. Sometimes you gotta disconnect. Sometimes you need to disconnect, sit back, and just scope everything out, you know? Analyze everything, get yourself right, get your family right, get your surroundings right, and then you pop back out. You know what I mean? That's respectable. Rifa los policíacos. Damn, Southside Las Placas. My boy, you can't be both. Either you west side or you south side. What is you? West, those are the new clicas right there. We got west side Los Chotas. We got south side Las Placas. God damn, my boy. Okay, I see you. I don't want no problems, homie. I don't want no problems, dog. I'm just a family man, homie. Ah, he said exactly. Hey, you a fool for that one, dog. All right, let's get into this. Let's continue with the video.
Gab, Sierra.
Food stamps, extra medium side. Florine was good. Mountain bike addict was good. Extra crispy. Oh, shit. All right, let's get into this.
Well, seemingly it was a step in the right direction to not promote within or elect within, so to speak. He made statements saying that there's absolutely deputy gangs in the sheriff's department.
Hell yeah, there is.
He mentioned the regulators, 2,000, 3,000 boys, the banditos. But after he was elected, he
Hold on.
resisted
Let me rewind that back. I hear
2,000, 3,000 boys, the banditos.
He said, looking at gangs and cliques that we see them, we do have them. We absolutely see and have them. He specifically mentioned the 2,000 boys, the 3,000 boys, the regulators, the Jump Out Boys, and the Banditos. Hey, my boys. Man, them motherfuckers is deep.
But
Those are
after
just the ones we know of, you know what I mean? Now my boy right here talking about we got West Side Los Chotas, talking about he got South Side Las Placas. Like, oh man.
he was elected, he resisted investigating deputy gangs by claiming they were a relic of the past. This is what I'm talking about by these people
A
running
relic
for
of the
election,
past.
saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do
Since
this.
when?
These politicians. And then when they get in here, man, it's a party. Ain't no deputy gangs. That's old news, is what he's saying. And by the time he was voted out of office, no investigations were ever initiated. Now the key thing about James McDonald, he's promoting the LAPD.
My boy Cameron, he said I couldn't imagine being a cop who's trying to actually do the right thing and keep the community safe, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're out there, but I feel like once you got, like, say there's somebody in a unit, right, where they just got that G mentality, like, fuck these fools, you know, woo woo. They're bound to rub elbows or like rub off on somebody else. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? People to get brainwashed and stuff like that. It's a trick. It's a trick.
Just like we got brainwashed.
Brainwashed when we was kids and stuff like that to think a certain way we think. That's the same way that they get brainwashed and then they start thinking a certain way and now they start acting a certain way. Next thing you know, they over here pulling people over. Put it like this, when I got out the first time from doing the 10 years, when I got out, I remember I got pulled over in Huntington Park. I got pulled over in Huntington Park and I'm just a passenger. It was my wife driving, I'm a passenger, and then we got the kids in the back. We were going to Tommy's, the original Tommy's, to get a chili cheeseburger. Because when I was in there, I remember that was one of the first things that I wanted to try was Tommy's. So we're going all the way to HP because you know that's where the original Tommy's is at. So we're on our way over there. We get blurred. They get me out, put me in the back of the cop car. They take my wallet, right? Long story short, we were clean. I was good. So they let me go, but they only gave me my ID back. They never gave me my wallet. Never gave me my wallet back. Tell me why. This was like around Christmas. Tell me why, right? Like a couple weeks go by. Next thing you know, I get a notification from one of my cards. It was actually my wife's card. I'm not gonna lie. It was my wife's card. And every time that that card will get used, she'll get a text message. So tell me why that card, a couple weeks go by, next thing you know, she gets a text message that that card is trying to be used to buy a tuxedo. Like, what the hell? Like, fucking cop, he never gave it back to me. He gave me my ID, but he never gave me back my wallet. He kept my money, he kept everything. It wasn't even a lot, it was probably like 100 and something, you know what I'm saying? But he kept my wallet. He kept my wallet, and then after the fact, he tried to use my card to buy a tuxedo. I bet you anything he tried to buy a tuxedo for, you know how they be doing like the holiday events to where like at work they have like a holiday party or a potluck or something like that. It was around Christmas time. It was December. So I wouldn't doubt it if he tried to use that card to go buy himself a tuxedo to wear for the cop event that he was going to go to. It's crazy. Coming from a Huda.
Let's get into it.
Then we have James McDonald, who served from 2014 and 2018. Now, this was the first person outside of the sheriff's department to be elected to.
What's going on here? We're going over the rap news and street politics on deputy gangs, on Los Angeles County sheriffs and deputy gangs. We're doing a live reaction to the video.
Specifically mentioned the regulators, 2,000, 3,000 boys, the banditos. But after he was elected, he resisted investigating deputy gangs by claiming they were a relic of the past.
That fool was trying to get fly for sure, my boy. For sure.
I'm gonna do this. These are politicians. And then when they get in here, man, it's a party. And no deputy gangs. That's old news, is what he's saying. And by the time he was voted out of office, No investigations were ever initiated. Now, the key thing.
It said, you know who got
Some good content, Renegade Media. He does, but to be honest, he talks about a lot of stuff that can get somebody like me caught up. He touches about stuff like that because he in another state with it. You know what I mean? I'm still in my community, so I'd rather just keep my distance from that. But salute.
About James McDonald. He's currently the LAPD chief, and we also seen him at that big U indictment press conference. This dude is still in the mix and circulating around in the city. And after him was the last sheriff we all know, Alex Villanueva. Villanueva aggressively pursued the rehiring of known gang members from the Grim Reapers, a deputy gang that used to exist in the Linux station, which is now the South LA station.
So he rehired known gang members. That's pretty much what they're saying. And to be honest, when it comes to deputy gangs, the first time that I heard about them was through him. I remember when he was first getting elected, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna make sure that they don't work in my police department, what." So now to hear that he actually, as soon as he got elected, he hired some of them back is crazy. You don't believe me? Go look up the speeches that he was giving when he was trying to win, when he was trying to get elected. Go listen to the speeches. So to hear that as soon as he got elected, that he hired some of them back, that's crazy.
We pursued the rehiring of known gang members from the Grim Reapers, a deputy gang that used to exist in the Linux station,
Anthony,
which is now the
appreciate you,
South
my
LA
boy.
station. Villanueva promoted Lawrence Del Messi.
Jay, I'm good, my boy. I hope you're doing good as well, G. I hope you and the family doing good, my boy. Much love, much respect.
On their arm, or 5 Trey Avalon on their leg, rolling 60s blasting across their chest. So, man, you need a promotion. We'll give you 230,000, man.
Listen to that. Listen to that. Because that's real right there.
Pursued the rehiring of known gang members
Listen to this.
from the Grim Reapers, a deputy gang that used to exist in the Linux station, which is now the South LA station. Villanueva promoted Lawrence Del Messi.
Promoted.
Tattooed Grim Reaper, the chief of staff. We talking somebody like with neighborhood crip on their arm, or 5 Trey Avalon on their leg.
That's true. What's the difference between me having a big old ING on my chest and a 1-3 and them hiring me for the police department? It's the same thing. He got a known gang member tattoo.
Oh,
That's crazy. That's crazy right there. If they can deny all this. True. They can, but a lot of it is documented already. JT Express was good, man. Happy birthday, my boy Emiliano. Happy birthday, big dog, man. You have many more to come, big dog. Just remember, stay in school, listen to your parents. Whatever you want to do in life, just know that you could do whatever you want to do. Whatever comes to your mind, you could do it, man. Work hard, stay consistent, and best believe you're going to be wherever you want to be. You just got to work hard. Work hard, stay focused. Don't let nothing distract you. Don't let nobody tell you that you cannot do it. Go for it. And I guarantee you, with your parents' support, man, you could get as far as you want. As far as you want in life. And that's real, man. Happy birthday, Emiliano. And you have many more to come. Salute from your boy Santo G Productions. Let's get back into this.
It's unknown if that man was struck by bullets from the fleeing SUV or the deputies returning fire.
and the deputies opened fire multiple times. In fact, one officer went back to his patrol car to get a rifle so he could fire more rounds.
That's
After a
crazy.
short chase, investigators say he was shot multiple times when he turned back toward the deputies. The last update from detectives at 3 a.m. said no gun was found.
Wow.
Now we know over the years, deputy shootings and deputy homicides have really just become the norm,
Hell yeah, sky's the
especially in
limit.
high traffic urban areas.
That's right,
But in
man. Yes,
2023
sir.
in LA,
Appreciate
we saw
you.
94 deputy or police officer involved shootings, 43 of which were
43.
fatal. And like we said, there's also some deputy gangs in the county. We've seen 4 in custody deaths in 2023 and
God,
2 in custody deaths in 2024.
My boy Josh, shout
Now,
out
we're not
Scotland.
talking
Much
about
love to Scotland.
the fentanyl overdoses or inmate murders. we talking about deaths that came at the hands
That was stupid.
of some deputies in-house. Now, in
Salute.
2024, allegedly, there was only
I use my
13
phone.
officer involved shootings.
What camera do I use? I use my phone. I use my phone and I use a gimbal. I use this gimbal that I bought from TikTok. The long form videos that you see, like the ones I did earlier, I use the gimbal. It has low volume stuff and it has a couple different stuff. And right now I'm just using my regular iPhone. You know what I mean? You don't need much. I am getting a computer soon though. I just need to go. I've been bullshitting. It's not that I need to go. I need somebody to help me. I need to know exactly what computer to buy. Cause I'm not doing gaming. I'm just doing content. So I need to know exactly what computer to get. That's the only reason I haven't gone. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys though.
The Islanders, 2.
Oh, let's get into this right here. What you know about that? The raza, when it comes to deputies killing people, they've killed more raza than anybody. Let's get into the stats.
Only been updated. This is what the LA County District Attorney is saying.
Listen to this. Murders. How many people have they killed?
Incomplete. I'm gonna just call that
Listen
right
to
now.
this.
Now, another fact with deputy-involved shootings is that we see an uneven victim background when it comes to race and ethnicity.
I
which we
seen
all know
that.
is historic.
I seen that. I'm gonna do a video on that one shortly. On the suicides of them people, it says within the last 6 weeks, 4 people have committed suicide. That's crazy.
Latinos, deputy-involved shootings.
Listen
is
to
that we
this,
see
though.
an
Listen to
uneven
this.
Victim background when it comes to race and ethnicity, which we all know is historic. But from November 1st, 2015, all the way through to November 1st of 2020, in a 5-year period, for fatal and non-fatal shootings, Latinos were seemingly the largest attack number. with
Latinos.
79 victims.
79,
Followed by, of course,
homie.
Black individuals, 35 victims.
79. 79 people have been killed by the Los Angeles County Sheriffs. 79.
Next,
Followed by
Latinos were seemingly the largest attack number with 79 victims.
79.
Followed by, of course, Black individuals, 35 victims.
followed by black individuals, 35. That's half. That's half of 79 to 35. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. I ain't even gonna lie, man. That's crazy.
Next, white victims, 13.
13.
Asians and Asian Pacific Islanders, 2.
2.
And 5 unknown individuals
That's crazy.
were the victims of these deputy-involved shootings. But we see some crazy cases where deputies really get.
It had to be more. Hell yeah, it had to be
over
more.
years. And most of the time, it's on some other gang members in the streets. So we got to rewind the clock back to July 3rd, 2019, in Compton.
For sure, for
Deputies
sure.
Edwin Barajas and Taylor
Nah, that's true.
Ingersoll out of the Compton station where the executioners are sitting.
I ain't gonna lie, the only reason why I'm doing a reaction to this and all that is because he actually comes with facts. He comes with the actual paperwork, the actual statements and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him. Big salute to rap news and street politics for real. You know what I mean? And like Homeboy said, you know, he said rap news and street politics said Bull Heights, East Los is known for these early teen killings. Big shout out to him for keeping it real and speaking his mind. It is a whole culture for the machismo. That's true. That is real true. You know what I mean? Salute to you, G, for real. Coco Tina, what's good? Good seeing you. I know I'm back. I know I've been missing in action. I've been MIA. Sorry about that, mama, but I'm going to try to be more consistent with it. I just got to get back into it. Let's go.
And to exist. Pull up behind a black Escalade on Rosecrans. Now this is in Treetop Hood, and to put it out there, this was a story that
YG's
hit the
homies.
news. YG homies was in this Escalade,
Yeah.
and the Escalade was owned by YG.
I remember
Now,
this
you know,
right here.
incident right here could be
They got into
while
a whole
YG did
shootout.
that police brutality skit at Rolling Loud, but I'm gonna say these treetop members and these deputies got
Pats,
cracking on
prods.
here, man. Crazy
Hello,
enough.
how you doing? Appreciate
So,
you
for
tapping
whatever
in.
reason, and this is one point of scrutiny, deputies blurt this Escalade. They initiate the traffic stop, and the Escalade take off. Now, they in Treetop Hood, starting on Rosecrans.
All good,
They
all
take
good.
off down
Can't complain.
Rosecrans and hook a right south on Alameda. And then they hook another right south on Elm, where this T Flats hood is. And it said that one of the passengers in this truck leaned out the window with the Draco and started getting off on the police.
Damn.
And it said
Fools
at this
wasn't
point,
playing.
the police,
Got the Draco.
check this out, have somebody handcuffed in the back seat of the car. They was transporting
what?
somebody that they already had
Lawsuit.
in the
Lawsuit. How haven't we heard about no lawsuit? My boy Anthony H. Whoever was in the back seat, my boy, you need to sue them. How you gonna be handcuffed in the back seat and they start chasing somebody else? How's that happen? And then they get into a shootout? Man, that's wild.
car while initiating this traffic stop. They start shooting back through the windshield
That
at the
is
Escalade.
wild.
So now they slide down Elm Street, shooting at each other. Hook another right on occasion now. This is in Treetop Hood going north towards Rosecrans. Still busting. They go back west on Rosecrans and then dip further into these treetop blocks on Oleander and Spruce. Now it said that a grip of shots are being let off, of course, from a high caliber rifle in that Draco and from the deputies' 9mm, just busting on the streets. You know, I don't know if this is protocol to just be shooting back at somebody through the windshield like this on the street driving.
Nah, I didn't hear about that one. I'm gonna have to report on that one too.
And it comes
In
under
Las
scrutiny.
Cruces,
Now, it said
New
by the
Mexico.
time
I'm sorry
they
to
got
hear that,
to
mama.
Randy and Spruce, 65-year-old Ricky Starks is riding his
Shout out
bike
San Diego.
coming from the store going back home. Ricky Starks catches a stray bullet to his upper torso.
Damn.
And it seems like nobody even knows the
That's
chase is still
crazy.
going on. Ingersoll and Barajas are still in pursuit when a call comes in stating that somebody is shot on the Randy and Spruce. When another deputy pulls up, they find Ricky Starks dead on the scene.
So pretty much they're saying that in the mix of that shootout, of that Escalade, and the cops chasing them and then little shootout, somebody was riding a bike and ended up getting hit with the crossfire. And they're still going and shooting at each other. Meanwhile, somebody's laying, bleeding out. They're still going and continuing with the pursuit. That's crazy. If you see when they driving at high point of speed, they call off the pursuit, you would think after getting bussed on with an AR or a mini Draco, they would be like, hey, you know what? It's what do they call it? It's a danger to public, so we're just gonna fall back. You feel me? Hell nah.
With half his body underneath the car. And it said that, of course, the helicopter come out and they chase this Escalade all the way to the Queen Street Bloods in Inglewood. They got on the 105, went up the 105, and it said that everybody in the Escalade jumps out. And the dude,
I didn't even know that. That's new to me. They ended up in the city. So they ended up, all that happened in Compton, and they wind up in Inglewood. Queen Street to be exact. That's like not even 4 or 5 minutes away from where we at right now, live streaming. That is crazy. I didn't even know that. That is crazy. It says they winded up in Queen Street in Inglewood. That is crazy.
and it said that, of course, the helicopter come out and they chase this Escalade all the way to the Queen Street
That's the
Bloods
cop car.
in Inglewood. They got on the 105, went up the 405, and it said that everybody in the Escalade jumps out. And a dude by the name of James Harris, who was later identified jumping out the Escalade, ran towards some apartment buildings and ended up getting gapped.
Cindy, what's good, mama? Hope you're doing good.
Now, not too long after he goes down, a 762 model Draco is recovered from a resident all the way back
Dark
to
Side
Compton.
Crook, I appreciate
So
you,
they
my
been
boy.
through the gun out. but deputies matched it to the path of travel of the pursuit, and of course to the shells that was spat out in the shootout. Now, one key thing: this was a 2018 Cadillac Escalade. Mind you, this was YG car. The shit was bulletproof door panels.
Damn, my boy ain't playing. They said they had a 2018 Escalade and it was bulletproof. No wonder they were busting. They didn't care, you know what I mean? They ain't a bulletproof whip. That's crazy. Cause I remember hearing about this. I was busted. I was doing time when all this happened. I remember being busted and seeing it on the news. Talking about a car registered to YG got in a shootout. And it shows the video of when the cop car pulls up behind them and they just start letting off. I remember seeing this whole thing, but I didn't know all these details. You know what I mean? That is crazy. In a bulletproof, busting at the cops with a Draco. That was crazy. Salute YG, man.
Bulletproof windows. The battery casing was bulletproof. So this was some high power shit that these dudes was rolling with on Rosecrans. But the shit that we seen was two different documents on this case. We had one document from the sheriff explaining the situation and throwing everything, including the murder of Ricky Starks, on the occupants of the Escalade. And the contents of their report stated that Ricky Starks was hit by a high caliber weapon. The bullet was traveling at a high velocity based on the wound that was sustained on Ricky Starks' body. And with that being said, the sheriff's department and the DA's office came to the conclusion that Barajas and Ingersoll acted in lawful self-defense and defense of others, and that Starks was not struck by deputy gunfire. Now they said Barajas and
The LA wildfires, I have not been up there, but you know what? Might be that time. Might be that time to take a vlog, to go out there. I ain't gonna lie, the only reason why I didn't go when all the fires happened to get like footage all the way in is because if you know me, you guys already know I have something pending, something over my head. If you know, you know. And if I get pulled over, I'm gonna have to take a vacation for a while. I ain't trying to have that happen. But now that it's calmed down, probably will go up there and check it out. I don't know though. The fire's been done, but how is it looking? Like, have they started building or anything like that? I doubt it. To be honest, I doubt it. Let's get back into it though. It's a wasteland, yeah, like a wasteland. That's what I would think too, you know? My boy Darkside Crook, you took the words right out of my mouth. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, it looks like a war zone probably still. Like, I doubt it they started building, you know? I'm pretty sure they have to go do soil test, make sure that it's habitable, make sure that there's no toxins and all that before they even try to build, to be honest. Paper Chaser was good, my G. Been a minute. We back at it, man. We're right here doing this rap news and street politics, doing a reaction to the LA deputy gangs. Let's keep going, man. Sorry about that. Let's get into it.
Ingersoll's vehicle sustained 24 bullet impacts. And there was 28 9mm cases found in total. Again, the deputies had the 9s. 18 rounds was fired from Barajas' weapon.
So right now, pretty much, they're talking about the deputy shootout involving YG's homies and the LA sheriffs. Is talking about how in the middle of their shootout, an innocent civilian ended up getting killed riding his bike on the side of the road. He gets hit. Pretty much, they're saying that the windshield of the cops of the LA sheriff's car, the windshield alone had 24 bullet impacts. But they're also saying that the Juras that were driving, they were shooting back from the inside of their car. So they were shooting through the windshield out. It wasn't like it was getting impacted in. They were shooting out. 28 shells are missing from their ammo. 24 on the windshield. They're trying to say that it was bullets coming in. They're saying it was bullets coming in, and then the defense team got a whole ballistics test, and they're saying it came from the Hudas guns shooting out. Right now, they're trying to figure out who killed the innocent bystander. The Hudas are saying that it came from the rifle. Later on, it's determined that it came from the Hudas. Let's keep going.
14 was fired from Ingersoll's weapon, and later on in the pursuit, other deputies had let off a couple shots in Inglewood as well. All 4 deputies armed with 9mm. Now, according to the Sheriff's Department's autopsy, a large entry wound was located on the left side of the chest, consistent with high caliber weaponry.
It was on Rosecrans. They started on Rosecrans by the treetop hood, by like Rosecrans, Elm Street. They started all on that side, Spruce Street over by that side. And they ended up all the way in Inglewood on Queen Street.
But when the 3 defendants, Devin Littlejohn, James Harris, and Hayden Taylor, took it to trial, they had their own expert perform an autopsy and a medical examination of Ricky Stark's body. And their expert testimony said that the weapon came from a 9mm. It came from a lower caliber weapon, not the 7.62 that was being shot out of the Escalade. They also went on to say that Barajas and Ingersoll participated in this shootout to gain rank and status within a Compton Sheriff Department deputy gang. Again, like we said, these shootouts is the stripes. And it's very odd that one would continue a pursuit with being shot at with a 7.62 and shoot back through the windshield. You know, how many times have we seen the police call off a chase because the stakes were too high and come back and still apprehend the suspects? Because we all know the occupants of the Escalade were going to stop shooting if the police weren't on their act.
That's true.
Salute
That's true. That is true right there, you know what I mean? If you're trying to protect the public and stuff like that, you're going to tracking mode. You already have the license plates. You have all that. Going to tracking mode. I was up in Concord till Christmas. As soon as I got back to Hollywood, the fire popped off. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, big dog. Hopefully everything's good with you though, you know? Hopefully your properties and all that is good. Hopefully you weren't affected by that, my G. And if you were, man, my condolences go out to you and your family. War zone, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Salute. Once you get a helicopter in the air, you might as well stop chasing so close. That's true. That's true. That is so true. Once you get a ghetto bird in the air, it's like, what's the point? You just go into tracking mode.
Yes. So not only did the sheriffs disregard the life of the individual that they had in custody, who was
Shout
in
out to
handcuffs,
805.
rolled
Shout out to
around the back seat
505.
while getting shot at with a Drake. Glass fragments and all kind of shit was probably hitting him in the face. He said he was scared.
Yes, sir. My boy
They
Fred,
disregarded
U.S.
his
Marines,
life,
was
and
good,
they
G.
disregarded
Big
everybody
salute.
in that neighborhood that night.
My bad, I seen you when you pulled up to the last live, but I had just got a phone call from work, so I wasn't able to pick up. But salute, big dog. I see you, G.
Thanks, OZ.
Yes, sir.
Don't care where the bullet go. That's basically the stance that was
What's
taken
up, you good?
by Barajas and Ingersoll. But nonetheless,
What you can? Yeah, go ahead.
all 3 of these defendants was charged with murder. YG's name was implicated in this because it was his truck. He had nothing to do with it on the back end. But these dudes was charged with the murder of Starks.
Yes,
And also
sir.
charged with 4 counts of
Shout out
attempted
Blue
murder
Devil,
of a
man.
peace officer, and 4 counts
Alex,
of
what's
assault
up?
with an assault weapon on a peace officer. You know, everybody's sitting down for this. But guess what we see from Edwin Barajas? Last known status active. Guess what his salary is?
I seen that, Rude Boy. They're blaming the fire on the Edison company, saying that it was the electrical cords. I seen that, my boy.
He said, don't do it, son.
So, I won't, G. Lil first, can you ask what?
The hands of the LA Sheriff's Department in 2019. And I say the hands, of course, the judge found the treetop members to be responsible for Ricky Stark's death. But I wholeheartedly believe the sheriffs played a pivotal role in that. Whether the book.
Before we keep going, before I forget, man, I want to give a big shout out to my little homie, man. He got this new merch, Hyde Park Rays. He started his own clothing brand, man. I ain't gonna lie, watching me and watching me do my merch and stuff, it inspired him to start his own clothing brand. And salute to him, man, because this right here is dope. We got the Santa, we got the Virgen, we got the other Virgen right here, and then we got Jesus Christ, and then we got the HPR for High Park Raised. But look at that design though. If you guys have Instagram, go follow my boy, High Park Raised, man.
Let me show you guys the other shirt.
It's actually the bag it came in. Big salute to the little homie, man, High Park Raised on IG. It also came with this shirt right here.
There's the design right here, and
This one's called La Vida Que Yo Vivo. It says La Vida Que Yo Vivo on the back.
if you guys want,
To support, get at him on IG at High Park Raised. Each order will come with a bag.
got the little thank you for shopping with us. Hyde Park Raised. I just wanted to give them a
Shout out, man, before I forget.
The last videos
That I did, I was supposed to do it, but I didn't even get a chance to.
salute to the little homie.
Homie Jason, man, go support him and his brand at Hyde Park Raised. Let's get back into the video, man.
But that hit Ricky Starks was high caliber or not. Again, where's the discernment? It wasn't present at that time, but no accountability was given to those deputies.
Yep, Hyde Park Raised on
June
Instagram.
6, 2019,
I appreciate
just a
you.
month before this situation in Compton, we have a situation between
Yes,
Deputy
sir.
Christopher
Any
Hughes
special requests?
and Deputy Andrew Lyons
Boom.
that were involved in the shooting of Ryan Twyman. So this whole incident started back.
So not only did one of those Hoodas get in that shootout with YG's homies, but they also involved in this murder right here.
We have a situation between Deputy Christopher Muse and Deputy Andrew Lyons.
Where they pulled up to this car and they started letting
Ryan
out.
Twyman. So this whole incident started back on April 11th, 2019, when it was said that Ryan Twyman was a suspect in the shooting. A search warrant was done at his crib and 2 firearms were seized. Now, he was already a convicted felon, and I don't know the complete details of where exactly in the house that they find
Shout out
these
Pacas,
weapons.
my G,
Was
Alex,
Ryan
you
Twyman
already
the only
know.
one to live there? Did
Shout out
somebody say
Paco and
it
my
was
Humphrey
Ryan
boys.
Twyman? My thing is, he's not there. You just found some weapons and pinned it on him, or did you just want to come talk to him? Were his fingerprints on the gun? Were these the guns used in said shooting that it was alleged that he committed? No, a lot of questions with that. But after they find these 2 weapons, 2 months.
My boy Jay Wabbit, he said we had Rampart Playboys. Hey, I heard that there was, what they call them over there in Rampart. The Rampart, I know they were, but what did they call them? I know the Rampart, they were known for being dirty. They were known for, you know what I mean, doing all kinds of stuff. Crash, yup.
Later, they get a trial.
I remember Rampart. They're the ones that were tied to Death Row, right? The Rampart and all them. They're the ones that were tied to Death Row, you know? If I'm not mistaken, I believe so.
Twyman is in the Athens Parks at the Villa Apartments on the 132nd
Simone, yup,
San Pedro.
I remember that.
Y'all make sure y'all go check out our Athens Park video because that is a spot for APB and the Miller Gangsta Bloods. So one can only assume here that Ryan Twyman
Yup, I
was
remember
either
that, big
Athens
dog.
Park or from Miller. But the Bloods ain't the subject of this video. The deputies are.
Yup.
Now that tip came from OSS, Operation Safe Streets. That's the gang unit. And OSS is going to be synonymous with the GET, the Gang Enforcement Team, who are also said to have.
Yes, sir. Salute, big dog. Much love to all my playboys out there, G. Yes, sir. My boy Paper Chaser, I appreciate you, my G. I appreciate you. My boy Paper Chaser just gifted 10 memberships. Shout out Darkside Crook. My boy Sergio. My boy Grind Shine TV. Shady Loke. Ese Pelon. Big Javi. Ben Burning. Big Mike. Daddy in the Caddy. And Pancho Villa. You guys have been gifted a membership to this channel. I'm going to be doing membership lives and little videos for you guys, so y'all stay tuned. Like I said, I apologize. I know I've been taking a little hiatus, but I'm coming back strong. I already got a couple of videos that I just need to edit and put out. I'm going to keep recording every day, at least 2-3 videos, especially right now that I got a couple of days off. Big salute to you guys, man. Welcome to the channel. Paper Chaser, I appreciate you, my boy. De Cora también, G. I appreciate you, my boy.
GET, the Gang Enforcement Team, who are also said to have a deputy gang called the Jump Out Boys. Because we all
Said
know
Wood, 38th Street. What's good? Rich off RX. What's good, big dog? What's up with my boy Stoner? What's up with my boy Stoney from 38? Man, that was my celly when I was in at New Corcoran. Ask him about me. That was the boy. I actually, everything that he left with, the white tee, the beanie, the shorts, all that, man, I blessed him. You know what I mean? That was the boy right there. Stoney or Stoner, my boy Stoney. His baby mama's from DIA, from Diablos. That's the boy right there, man. Much love, much respect. I hope he's doing good. Hell yeah, that's the boy right there, man. Tell him, man. Tell him Smokey from Inglewood. We was in New Corcoran together. And I got a lot of love for the boy, man, because when he paroled, I had like a couple of paños. Like, you know how homies be drawing on paños, doing cultura and stuff like that? I had a couple of paños that I wanted sent out. And I didn't want to send it out like myself through the mail. Because you know, when it comes to cultura and stuff like that, IGI be on it. And if they see something that they think is political, they'll keep it. They'll keep the paño. They'll keep whatever art it is. So to avoid that, I sent them home with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, here are the addresses. Do me a favor, mail them out. And they got to wherever they needed to go. So, man, much love, much respect to the boy. Tell him I sent mine.
using this car as a weapon. And at what point?
You know what I mean? That's real stuff. Like,
Now, mind you, he's a suspect in the shooting. They find 2 guns in his known place of dwelling.
yo,
So
Santo,
one
I
could
got a
assume
question for you. Rotten Apple was good.
that Ryan Twyman could be armed. I don't think that's a bad assumption. I think precautions.
I appreciate you, my boy.
Just keep it 100.
Compa Reyes
But this
Films.
is where
What's
we see
cracking, big dog?
precautions,
Right here, man.
recklessness.
Just doing a reaction to these deputy gangs, man. You know? Just trying to put it out there. It's actually good content. I ain't gonna lie. This video that homeboy did, rap news and street politics, salute. Cause this is a good ass video right here. I'm not gonna lie, he got off. Cause not only did he come with the actual paperwork and statements and all that, he came with the correct dates, all that. So hey, this right here took a lot of time to compose and put together. So salute to him.
He's a suspect in the shooting. They find 2 guns.
So on this one, they killed this individual right here, right? They raided a pad that was in connection to him. He was implicated in the shooting. They found a couple of guns. So they end up passing by or getting a phone call that he's chilling at an apartment complex. They pull up on him. He didn't even have no guns on him. He just tries to get away and they unload their whole clip on him. And then after unloading the whole clip, homeboy goes to his trunk and gets out the assault rifle. You see him cock it back, running all happy, ready to shoot more. After he just unloaded a whole like 20 something rounds, him and his partner. It's crazy. Let's get into it. Let's keep watching.
So one could assume haphazardly that Ryan Twyman could be armed. I don't think that's a bad assumption. I think precautions should have been taken. Just keep it 100. But this is where we see precautions.
Compa Reyes, I
turn
appreciate
into
you, my G.
recklessness
Just trying to
and
work with
another
what we got,
display
you know?
of
I'm gonna be getting a computer real soon. Like I said, I'm just waiting. I messaged a couple of people that are content creators that I know. I'm waiting for them to respond and let me know what kind of system I need, what kind of computer I need. You know what I mean? I don't want to get the wrong one, especially spending that much money. I don't want to get the wrong system. But best believe, watch. Y'all gonna see me real soon. Y'all gonna see me upgrade real soon, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me that's been rocking with me since the beginning. Cause we doing it the ghetto way. I ain't gonna lie. We thugging over here, you know what I'm saying? We just got the TV, using it at like a green screen, pressing play, and we doing it like that. You feel me? I'm just trying to inspire everyone. Like, if I could do it with the little I got, best believe you can do it too. That's facts. Like I said, man, salute to my little homie Hyde Park Rays. This right here, I ain't gonna lie, it made me feel good. It made me feel good to see that I inspired somebody to start their own stuff. You know what I mean? To see that I inspired somebody, man, to chase their dream and start their own stuff. Man, that's beautiful. It's priceless. I ain't even gonna lie, it's priceless to me. You feel me? The little homie's like 16, 17 years old. Started his own clothing line and he's pushing it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't help but salute that. But salute that. You know what I feel me? When I was 16 years old, I wasn't thinking about starting a business. I wasn't thinking about making merch. My mind was just, oh, I'm out there banging. I'm out there chasing females and stuff like that, you know? So, salute. For real. That's what it's all about. Anybody could put a gun in your hands and tell you to go do something. Anybody can do that. But it takes a real person to tell you, hey, my boy, nah, focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have a vision in your head. You have something that you want to do in life. Pursue it. Go ahead and chase it. You feel me? That's a real G. That's a real homie right there. And that's what I plan to be. Like, that's what I want to be. I want to be known for the person that inspires people. The person that inspired people to chase their dreams. Not the person that put a gun in somebody's hands or did this and go crash out. You feel me? Nah, I'm good. I'm not going to do what was done to me. Feel me? When I was that age, here, hey, go do this. And that's facts. Next thing you know, I'm in prison, almost losing my life. Nah, man. Straight up. Too much of that going around, you know? I'm not gonna be the one, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna be right here selling drugs, you know what I mean? Getting all my little homies high and stuff like that. That ain't me. That's one thing I pride myself in, is if any of my little homies or anybody needs anything, you got that coming. You got that coming off tops. If you try to give me any money, man, go buy yourself some food. Go buy yourself some clothes. Use that to something productive. You feel me? Like, I'm good, you know? Like, homeboy, he hit me up like, hey, can you promote my brand? Like, hey, I'll pay you. Like, don't trip. I got you off tops. You don't gotta pay me, bro. Like, just you doing good and you chasing your dream and doing this, man. Man, salute, homie. Anything you need, I got you. You know, and that's facts. Let's get back into it, though. My bad. I know I went on a whole nother viaje. Let's get into it.
Twyman could be armed. I don't think that's a bad assumption. I think precautions should have been taken. Just keep it 100. But this is where we see precautions turn into recklessness.
My boy John
and
Doe
another
was
display
good. Was good, John Doe. Been a little minute, G.
on the deputy's part. So they make contact with the white kid. For whatever reason,
I appreciate you,
deputy
Coco
Hughes
Tina.
pulls up
I
and
appreciate
opens
you,
the
man. That means a
passenger
lot. That means a
There
lot,
was
for real.
somebody in the car with Ryan Twyman. And I'm sure somebody
The store for the merch, get at my boy at Hyde Park Rays. HYDE PARK, and then Raised. Hyde Park Raised. Get at them on IG. He said 300, let me run. Let you run what, my G?
Start moving. It's time to just back up and get up.
My boy Recta So was good. Shout out Germany. We got Germany in the building. Was good. Money Love got an early birthday present from a secret admirer. A 65-inch TV was delivered to me today. I seen some microphone on Amazon for you though, my G. That's right. Money Love, that's right, man. Hey, blessings, you know what I'm saying? That's good. I'm glad you're having a good one. I'm glad you got blessed, and I appreciate you. What you mean by a micro? Shoot, get at me. Get at me on IG. Hi, Rector. Greetings. It's Germany. Yes, sir. What's good, my brother? How are you, Vato? I'm good. I'm good. Can't complain, you know? Right here doing this reaction to the Los Angeles deputy gangs. Just doing a reaction to it, putting people up on game, you know what I mean? In case you guys didn't watch it. To be honest, I just wanted to go live and tap in with you guys. But I wanted to bring something too, you know? I didn't want it to be like a boring live, me just talking to you guys, you know what I mean? I wanted to have some type of content to react to. And I ain't gonna lie, this right here is interesting because it's real stories. Real stories of real deputies involved in real shootings, real promotions due to those shootings, and then real ink of tattoos that they get on their body that pretty much is like a badge of honor for them. You know? Is real stuff. They ain't from LA, so they don't know. True, true. But just talking about the gangs that go on within the deputies. Baby Killer PX2 was good, G.
Reaction nice, bro. Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. Avocado Tom was good. I'm not using a mic today. I feel like it'll be better without a mic.
Compa Reyes Films, you
You
already
already know, my boys. Coming from Berlin, it's dangerous here too. I feel you. Hey, I feel you. That's one thing that people don't understand is that there's hoods everywhere. Everywhere. That's why every time that I speak and stuff like that, I say, look, first and foremost, I don't care where you from. I don't care what you look like, what ethnicity, gender, none of that. Because at the end of the day, there's a hood everywhere. Everywhere you good, everywhere you go, my bad, everywhere you go, there's a ghetto and there's a hood. Every city, every state, there's a ghetto and there's a hood. Don't ever underestimate nobody because at the end of the day, that's why I feel like it doesn't matter where you're at on the map, what race you are, all that don't matter because at the end of the day, it's either you come from poverty, and you come from the ghetto where you know you have some rough days, you have some good days, you have some beautiful days, some amazing days. You have some days that you wish you were never born. And that's just real. When you come from poverty and you're not born with money, those are the struggles that we deal with on a daily, right? When you're rich, whatever. But what I know is whether you're in Germany, whether you're in Mexico, whether you're in Asia,
wherever you're at.
there's a hood, there's a ghetto, and there's people going through the same struggles that we're going through. We may just speak different, look different, but our struggles are the same. And at the end of the day, we all trying to get our families out, trying to make it out, and create a better path for ourselves, and try to leave a legacy behind for all the generations to come behind us. So that's why I feel like, man, we all the same. You know what I mean? We all the same at the end of the day. I don't see no colors. I don't see no lines. I don't see none of that. Like, I'm a grown man, and at the end of the day, I'm trying to do stuff to better myself, to better my family, to make sure they don't go through what I went through. They don't feel the struggles that I felt. You feel me? That's all that matters at the end of the day, and that's what I'm here for. So big salute to everybody. It don't matter where you tapping in from. It don't matter what ethnicity. It don't matter what gender, man. Because females feel it too. Sometimes females feel it more than us. There's a lot of times, especially coming from the like, oh, a man's a man. A man has to provide, and the female has to clean, has to cook, all this and all that. Sometimes females have it worse. There's a lot of families to where the mom and the dad, they kind of give the man, the boy, the leeway, and the girl, no, she has to clean, she has to cook, she has to be home at a certain time, so on and so forth. So I feel like sometimes the women have it worse than us. So salute to everyone, man. Let's keep going.
Ryan Twyman was unarmed. He had no gun. And
Salute all my females holding it down, man, for real.
that were potentially fatal. Those 4 bullets were said to have came from both deputies' guns. And this is another incident where these dudes drew down and decided to murder Ryan Twyman for status.
That's
Like I
crazy.
said, this is the precursor to being fully inducted, to getting that tattoo, to get your number. That sequential number, that's the number that signifies the spot, the time, and your rank. So just like Sessa have, for example, big nut, then you have little nut, baby nut, tiny nut, infant nut. The number is the
That's
generation.
the
The
assistant
number is
sheriff. Look at all
what
those.
homie are you? You homie number
That's
36,
crazy.
56.
Paper Chaser, he said, I got 3 females and 3 males with 1 on the way. Pero that's right. Congratulations, my boy. Hey, congratulations, G. Simone, I'm more strict with my little girls, you know? Yeah, I feel it. You gotta be, you know? You gotta be. But that's why I feel like they're, como se dice? They don't get that enough, you know? And I know I got solid homegirls in the chat. Shout out Coco Tina, shout out Lovely Lizzie, shout out Cindy. You know what I mean? I got a few solid mods, you know what I mean, that are females. And I just wanted to give them a salute, man, because I feel like the females don't get that enough. They don't get that recognition enough, you know what I mean? I just wanted to salute one time, you know? For real.
Internal investigation. The family didn't even know the deputies' names who did this. It took a commissioner from another department to speak to them in private at a press conference to let them know the name
Salute, my G.
of the person who killed their family member, the deputy, the police officer, the public servant. This is how they cover this shit up.
That's
But in
crazy.
2019, for the first time in 20 years, 2
20
decades,
years.
it was proven that Andrew Lyons acted unlawfully when he used deadly force
Hell
against
yeah.
Ryan Twyman. But there's
Look
several
at that
others
right
in there for the deputy. Not
Let's see
only
if
was
they
he
show it.
fired, he was given 30 days in jail and 2 years probation.
Thanks, man.
The ultimate slap on the wrist. And he's still probably from
That's
the
true.
hood. He
That's
still
true.
probably got his tattoo.
I hear
30
you,
days.
mama. I hear you.
Like, dropping 30 shots on him and pulled out the 223.
Look, that's look
Just
at
to
him.
make
Look
a
at
statement.
look at him.
This is what I was saying when they deem these moves executions.
Look at that. Look how happy he was.
The ultimate slap on the wrist. And he's still probably from the hood. He still probably got his tattoo.
Hell
30
yeah, he
days for
does.
taking this man's life. Dropping 30 shots on him and pulled out the 223 just to make a statement. This is what I'm
That's
saying when they deem
crazy.
these moves executions.
Overkill. Talk about
And they dropped the
overkill.
voluntary manslaughter charge that they had stuck on them and put it down to the lesser felonies. 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and another count of assault under the color of authority for the
Wow.
June 6, 2019 shooting and killing of a 24-year-old father of 3, Ryan Twyman.
That's
This is
crazy.
one of the only
They playing too many video games. Facts. He said you can get tickets for that Playboy Cardi and the weekend in June. Hey, Castro was good. Where's it at? It's in the SoFi Stadium or the YouTube theater. Where's it at? Con permission, Coco. Quick question: do you got any advice on raising girls? Coco Tina, you got any advice from my boy Paper Chaser on raising girls? Like, what's the best advice you can give? I ain't gonna lie, man. Talking to my daughter the other day, she said something that it broke me, man. I forgot what I was talking to her about, right? I was talking to her and I told her, like, look, baby, like, you know that I love you, like, regardless of anything, just know that I love you, like, and just know that I got you. And she told me like this. She's all like, Papi, she's all like, I just need your love. Like, what? She's like, I just need love, Papi. Like, I don't need much. I just need you to love me, Papi. I just need your love. Like, what?
I'm not gonna lie, it broke me.
Me, like, wow, like, something so simple. Something so simple, you know? Like, she like, I just need your love, Papi. Like, I just need you to love me. Like, so I try to like every day now and stuff like that. I try to at least hold her for like 5, 10 seconds, give her a hug, give her a kiss. You know what I mean? Because it's like something so simple. Like they just want you to hug them, tell them that you love them. You know what I mean? Like just that simple love. Like it messed me up. I ain't gonna lie. Like it crushed me.
Mir was good. SoFi,
Let me check. Get at me on IG. I don't have a daughter, I have a son. Just be there to protect
them and raised them with self worth. I grew up without a
father, and that's what I needed. I feel you. I feel you. That's what I feel too. Like, and this is coming from my daughter, right? I feel like just show them love, bro. Like, I know a lot of times, us as males, especially if the mom, if you're in a relationship, right, and the mom's in the picture, like with me, I feel like I show my little boy more love sometimes. And I ain't gonna lie, I do. I'm guilty of it. So I feel like just balance it, you know, just learn how to balance it. Like, of course, you're gonna show your little boys more love because that's your junior. You feel me? That's who you spend more time with. My daughter's more closer with her mom. So I'm here chilling with my son all day, and my daughter's like, if her mom is home, she's chilling with her mom all day. So I feel like just taking the time out to actually spend time with them and just reassuring them, you know, like I love you, you're beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Like you're smart, you're intelligent. Like that's one thing. Like you gotta make sure their confidence is whatever you tell them, bro. Like another thing that hurt me, like and I'm real. I'll admit it. You know, like they do stuff and you yell at them like, "Oh, you're dumb. Why you do this and stuff like that." Like that right there has a lot to do with their self-esteem. The way you look at them, what you tell them, it has a lot to do with their self-esteem. You know, and I feel like just giving them love and just reassuring them, man, reassuring them like, look, no matter what, I'm gonna be here for you. Like no matter what, you're intelligent. No matter what, you're beautiful. No matter what anybody tells you, you feel me? You're intelligent, you're beautiful, you mean something, you're my world, this and that. Like I feel like that right there goes a long way, man. You know?
I can't mean it anymore. Pero gracias for those words. For real, thank you. Best loves, presence, being there for them. Our great father, bro. I appreciate you,
I appreciate you.
sir. I appreciate you, my boy.
I just got a notification. I appreciate you, G. Shout out Dark Side, man. Good looking out for that cash app, my boy.
Los in there, yes, sir.
My boy Ray was good. Roni Morning Coffee, RMC was good.
All right, let's finish this up.
Out of these stations. But on Super Bowl Sunday, February 4th, 2018, Deputy Gregory Van Holsen and Deputy Manuel Escobedo received a call that somebody in this 107 area assaulted somebody else with a handgun. So it said that they pull up over here in the Salos on 107th and Budlong at an apartment building that they know the Hoopers is known to associate at. At first, they said they don't see anybody matching the description that the caller gave of the suspect. So they decide to hop out on foot. Now, mind you, this is what I was talking about when I was saying that certain deputies know the hood. They know who
That's
and
true.
what they're looking
Hell
for
yeah,
already
they know
and
the
where to
hood.
look for 'em. They knew this apartment and they decided to just start walking around and poking holes through the building. And at this point, this is when they come up
Slow, my
on
kid.
16-year-old Anthony Weber, who they proclaimed was an alleged member from 107 Who. At this point, they say Anthony Weber puts his hands up as if he's surrendering, and the deputies notice a gun.
My boy Benzo Morgan, he said, "What is this, bro? We're doing a reaction to the rap news and street politics, talking about the Los Angeles deputy sheriffs, the Los Angeles County sheriffs, and the deputy gangs. We're almost at the end, but right now it's talking about another shooting, the third shooting involving the same individual. Let's keep going.
Gun in his waistband with
This one is
distinct
coming from the 107 Hoovers. They they're at an apartment on 107 and Budlong.
features. Now, what those distinct features are, I can't say. But at this point, they said Anthony Weber takes off into the apartment complex. And as we all hear, every time he reached for the waistband. Now, he said he got so close up to Anthony Weber when he first seen him that within 5 to 10 feet, he noticed that not only was the gun was a specific model, a Smith & Wesson MP, but it also had black Talon grips and a red sight. I don't know how you.
So just from looking at him, he said that he seen a gun. Come on now, you guys already know. If you got a pistol tucked, right, and you got your shirt over it, ain't nobody gonna see nothing. Unless he tells you like, oh, I lift up the, you know what I mean? That's already fabricated. Let's
See
go.
all of that when a gun is in somebody's waistband. But that's going to prove to be very important because as Anthony takes off, they say he reached in his waistband and Deputy Van Hosen says, quote, he felt a heightened sense of danger due to Anthony's modified weapon and their proximity. And after he claims Anthony failed multiple times to comply with the orders of stop, he
He
decides
said,
to lay some fatal bullets into Anthony Weber's 16-year-old body. At this time, it said that a congregation of people are coming out their apartment buildings and surround Anthony Weber and the deputy.
so they're trying to say that a crowd of people were outside because when they searched his body, there was no gun on him. So they're allegedly saying that the crowd of people took the gun from his waistband and pretty much hid it somewhere. That's what they're saying. They're saying that after Hura let off and killed them, allegedly a lot of people started gathering and somebody ended up grabbing the gun because the gun was never found on his body. Allegedly there was a gun on his waist, but it was never found on his body. Let's keep going.
So by the time that the deputies blocked everything off and got to Weber's body to recover the gun, it wasn't there. They basically insinuated that the crowd grabbed the gun off Anthony's body and tainted the search of the weapon in question that led to Anthony Weber being killed. Now it's said that a couple weeks later, the same weapon with the same distinctive features was recovered. And
A week later, allegedly a week later, they raided a house that had something to do with them and they found the weapon. Man, they planted it.
wasn't there. They basically insinuated that the crowd grabbed the gun off Anthony's body and tainted the search of the weapon in question that led to Anthony Weber being killed. Now it's said that a couple weeks later, the same weapon with the same distinctive features was recovered in the residence that Anthony Weber was known to frequent.
What do you think, y'all? I think they planted it. They didn't find it on his body, but allegedly later on they raided an apartment that allegedly had connections to him and they find the same gun that homeboy described. Man, I think they planted it.
Therefore sealing the deal and making sure that these deputies got away with this murder, especially Deputy Gregory Van Hosen, when he now can prove that this modified weapon actually does exist. And I guess they equated it to it actually being on Anthony Weber's body somehow, some way. But 5 years after this situation, the county agreed to pay Anthony Weber's family $3.75 million. And I would say that's just because
$3.7 million they paid out to this individual's family for taking his life. That tells you they planted it.
they didn't fire Deputy Gregory Van Hosen, who, like I said,
Santos, how
killed
much
another
for
man
reaction video?
named Jamal Simpson.
What you want me to react to, my boy?
August 1st, 2019, where it said that he killed Jamal Simpson in the 6-0s on 71st.
There's another murder. There's another murder, and this right around the
very
corner.
similar story.
This is right around the corner too. Literally like another, not even 5 minutes the other way. South Central. We talking about we in the 6-0s with it right here. Let's get into it.
To what happened with Anthony Weber. This time he was conducting a traffic stop. Said that Simpson
I got you.
ran
Just
off
type
on
it in
him
the
and
chat.
ended up turning into a foot patrol.
I'll do it after this right here. Just type it in the chat, my boy.
And while he was in pursuit on foot, Simpson turns around and he hears a bullet whiz by his head and ended up hitting Jamal Simpson 17 times. I told you they dropping numbers.
17
when they drop
times.
He ended up firing 20 rounds total from his Glock 9, hitting him 17 times, but they did find a 40 caliber weapon by Jamal Simpson's lifeless body on 71st with one expelled cartridge that was located in the path of the pursuit. Now, gun residue was tested on Simpson's fingers, and the fingerprints matched the ones that they found on the weapon. But either way, Jamal Simpson, in the autopsy, like I said, 17 wounds, fatal shots to the side of the neck, 4 to his chest, that
Big
pierced his heart
Javi
and his
was
lungs.
good, my G.
Like I said
Salute.
earlier with the sheriff rolling solo, he was in a single-man unit. So there is no corroborating witness story from the deputies. It's what he said goes, and that's what it is.
So pretty much, he's driving down. He sees homeboy, stops, gets out, tries to chase him. Allegedly, he said that he heard or felt a bullet whiz by, started letting off, shot him 17 times. They found a 40 caliber gun laying next to him with one expelled shell casing, but keep listening, I don't think they ever found gunshot residue on his hands, which leads them to believe that he shot him, then shot the other gun and planted it on him. How many of these cop movies have we seen where they allegedly get in a shootout with somebody, they pull out a gun that they have on themselves just for situations like that? It's a known thing. It's a known thing. These dirty cops often carry other firearms that are not registered to them or anybody else as throwaways for instances like that. Let's keep going.
And in conclusion, it was found again that Gregory Van Hosen acted lawfully in self-defense when he used deadly force against Jamal Simpson. You can say he a high-ranking member from the hood now with 2 bodies under his belt. Now, there's another component that goes along with these deputy-involved shootings, and that's the investigation that transpires as a result of these murders.
My boy, Darkside Crook, you be doing music? Everybody in the chat, after we're done with this live, go check out my boy, Darkside Crook, man. I got you, my boy. I'm gonna check you out right now after this.
Scrutinized. Because like many other departments of law enforcement, deputies have their own district attorney. And that district attorney has its own investigator for these shootings. So we see when an officer-involved shooting occurs, a specific department inside of the DA's office is notified. That department then deploys a deputy district attorney and a district attorney investigator to the scene. And if you haven't actually seen a murder scene in person, we know the suits come out. Now, when you see a deputy involved shooting in person, even more suits are present at this murder scene. Now, these investigators not only do walkthroughs of the scene, they're also allowed to sit with witnesses and independently record witnesses. The DA investigator attends the autopsy, and these specialized investigators that are a part of the Justice System Integrity Division of the DA's office curate a report based on their findings in order to justify whether the officer that was involved in the shooting acted in accordance or against the law. Now, again, with every criminal case, things have to be beyond a reasonable doubt. And we know criminal convictions for deputies are far and few in between. And some say this situation with the specialized DA investigative team is how the results of these cases come out in favor of the sheriff's department. And these specialized relationships with the DA's office is what's led to unconstitutional and wrongful
Saludos from
convictions in
Vegas.
the
My
court.
boy Jaime.
It's
Salute,
law.
big dog.
It's said that
Look up the
prosecutors
shooting
have
in
a
Las Cruces,
constitutional
New Mexico, that
obligation
happened at
to
Young Park.
disclose
There
material.
was an unauthorized car show and shootings happened. Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm gonna look it up right now. I got you, Coco Tina.
Oh wow, 3 kills.
15 injured.
Tonight, a manhunt is underway for suspects involved in a deadly mass shooting overnight in New Mexico. This was the scene of the Las Cruces party when gunfire suddenly erupted at what police are calling an unsanctioned car show. This video showing the chaos
Wow.
as people run for their lives. 3
My
people
heart goes out to everybody, man.
15 others were injured, and tonight there are growing concerns about why it happened in the first place.
Facts. What happened?
Coming up now, it starts us off with the latest on the investigation.
That gotta be some chunky too. That's like an AR or something.
People running for cover and hiding under cars as the gunfire erupted.
Advising there's 3 gunshot victims, 1 to the head, 1 to the leg.
3 people dead and 15 others injured after an unsanctioned car show turned deadly Friday night at a park in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
I was over there with this coach.
Christian Sanas was there with his brother.
As soon as the first shot, people started yelling, people
That's
started
crazy.
running. Like everyone, the whole group just ran towards the park. It was like a stampede. Towards the park.
So far, no one has been arrested as police stitch together what happened and look for the people responsible.
The investigation so far reveals that there was an altercation between 2 groups of people, and that altercation escalated to gunfire between both groups.
At least 50 shots
Damn,
were
that's
fired.
crazy.
This is a huge crime scene with a lot of moving parts. It will take time to process it thoroughly.
Among the dead, a 19-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old boy.
All
Injured
young.
ranging in ages
Babies.
16 to 36.
All
There's no
young.
place for violence like this in our community, and we will continue to work tirelessly to make our community safe.
Police today said they had been concerned over violence in that specific park before.
That's right, Jose. In fact, the governor of New Mexico said today that violent crime is on the rise in all of Las Cruces. She said that increase.
See what I mean right there? See, that's what I mean right there by it don't matter where you from. It don't matter where you from, what side of the map you from, man. There's a hood, there's a ghetto everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. My heart goes out to everybody affected by this, man. My condolences to the loved ones of the people that lost their lives, man. It's crazy. They've transported the gunshot victims in a helicopter to a hospital in my city. I only live an hour away from Las Cruces. Damn, Cocotina. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy. For real.
I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna
Do I'm gonna do more homework on this, and I'm gonna do a video, like a full-length video on it. I appreciate you for putting me up on game with it, man. For real. Yeah. My boy Levon, I appreciate you.
I'm gonna do more. Native was good. Nah, man.
No Scante, you gotta stay away from that. That's no good. Honestly, no good. Ain't nothing good ever came from that. All it's gonna do is mess up your teeth, mess up your looks, all that. Like, and that's facts. Ain't nothing good ever came from doing Scante or anything like that. And that's facts. Straight up. Straight up. You might feel good right now, might be energized and stuff like that, but it's gonna start messing with your mind. It's gonna start messing with your teeth, your looks, everything. I ain't never seen nobody get on Scante and be like, oh yeah, I'm doing better in life. I'm way doing better and I'm looking better. If anything, after they do that, it goes all downhill. And that's facts. Straight up. Stay away from that. That's facts. And it's coming from somebody, man. I done my share of Scante. That's facts. I done my share of rails, my share of shots, all that. I done been kicked in the chest by the horse when you do a fat ass shot. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing good ever came from that. And that's facts. Let's check out my boy Dark Side Crook. What song you want me to check out, my boy?
Bam. Quick reality. Produce. Quick steam.
Which one you want me to check out? Kicked in the chest by a horse. There is the truth. It's the truth. That's how you know I know. You feel me? Like, it's the truth. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you guys, man. Straight up. You know, I done lines. I done shot up. All that. Like, I've been there. I've done it. That's why I'm telling you, nothing good comes from it. You know? Like, ain't nothing like being sober. Ain't nothing like being sober, being on your A game, making money, providing for your family, providing for your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing drugs, all it's gonna do is fuck up your mind. Fuck up your mind, fuck up your health, fuck up everything you got going. That's real. You know what I'm saying? That's real. You're gonna be over here thinking, oh, my girl's doing this, doing that. Now you over here driving them crazy because you got shit going on in your head and it's all the drugs. All reality, man. Look up Crook, the Ripper, Sin Eater.
Got you.
Facts. But the Ripper has to be spelled like that. Okay. My bad. He said, I ain't never heard nobody describe it like that. That's all you know. That's how it feels. I ain't gonna lie. That's how I felt. I was like, oh, shit.
Ripper.
Nah, you good, you good. I just got a sin eater. Spit this.
Sin Eater. This one right here?
Sin Eater Crook featuring the Ripper. Is it that one? My boy Hugo's Poncho was good. It don't show you the link.
Here? No, it doesn't.
Crazy. What happened to Mo? Man, for real, what happened to Mo was crazy. That's why, you know, you gotta.
Fucking great. Bitch, I'm in LA, you got a problem, motherfucker? Come and see me anytime, motherfucker, anyway. Rappers starting to act and talk like bitches now. Less worried about their bars and more about their pictures. Wow. Here's the oxymoron. Gangsters wear skinny jeans.
That's you, my G? That's right. Let's run that back. Salute my boy, Dark Side Crook. Yeah, I like the visuals, my boy. Ooh, I need to run that back. Wow. Oh. Salute my boy Rob Town. He is, hey, lyrical assassin. I ain't gonna lie, hey, he getting off. He got the bars. Okay. Hell yeah, you got that. You shot that. Hey, tap in. Next time you're in the studio, you're I would love to do a studio vlog. That's one thing I've been wanting to do for a while. Is I want to do a studio vlog. So next time you're in the studio, tap in. I'll pull up. We'll do a vlog. You know what I mean? That's facts. 4 was good. My boy Castro. I be bodying rappers left and right. Hey, I bet. Ooh, I bet. With bars like that, my boy, that's right. We gotta hear that monster rip that shit, Crooks, right? Facts. You got beats too? Man. For a graffiti style part 2. Got you. This gonna be the last one, then after this, I gotta cook dinner, y'all.
Yeah, I could cook.
I get down in the kitchen. Okay, I'm lying. I'm gonna go smoke first. I'm gonna go light this bad boy up first, and then I'm gonna cook. Okay, Foro, what's it called? Joanna, welcome back. I appreciate you. Creepy low. Who goes was good? Who goes Pancho was good? Gotta hear that monster rip. Graffiti style part 2. If you guys want to request a song, you guys are in the live. You want to request anything, you could request it through a super chat, or you could request it through Cash App. All you gotta do is where it says note, put the song right there in the note, and I got you. Enrique Rivera, how you doing today? Call you from Tijuana. How you doing, Inglewood? My G, my boy Enrique, you already know, G. Much love, much respect. I'm gonna cook some chicken breast. I'm gonna make some chicken breast with some white rice. Probably cut up some onion, some bell pepper, a little jalapeno to have some curtido on the side. Onion, bell pepper, jalapeno on the side with a chicken breast and some white rice. That's what I'm gonna make tonight.
My boy Joe.
Was good, Victor. He said, "What do you think of Disha Patani? She's an Indian fitness icon. Search for her if you don't know her." I'm gonna search for her. My boy Victor. Rob Town. He said, "That sounds about right." Hell yeah, sounds good, huh? Hell yeah, bro. That's that bodybuilder diet. Chicken and rice is fire too, though. It is fire. I'm not gonna lie. It's something simple that you can make quick, but it's bomb. You know. That's right. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. All right, so let's get to this graffiti.
And we're gonna end it off with
this. I'm not gonna lie, I never heard Flora. I ain't never heard Flora before. So it's gonna be something new. Is it Flora Sinner Part 2? Graffiti Part 2? I don't see a Graffiti Part 2. I see a graffiti like 1, but I don't see a Part 2.
Jim Belushi.
Was good, you already know. It's that Pueblo Madera. It don't get no better. You already know. Rob Town, glad to see homies living the family life. It's time for us to break the cycle of the street mentality. That's true, my boy. That's true. That's what I'm trying to do, man. For real. Just wanted your opinion on Disha Patani based on her looks. Nothing weird, man.
Okay. Let me see. Let me look her up
for you, my G. You want a reaction right now? Right now, let me look her up for you. What's her name, Big Dog?
You better not be setting me
up either, my boy. I better not look it up and it's a straight chirujo and shit, Big Dog. Straight up. Molly the Third, boo job application. What the hell that got to do with anything? I bet you anything I got a better job than you.
What's her name? I have a 2
number 9s, number 9 large. Hunter. And I'll have your wife screaming my name by the end of the night. How about that? How you like them apples? Fucking puto.
What's her name? Disha. 32 years old. Says overview.
Disha Patani.
Fuck. Fucking clicking. It said Disha Patani is an Indian
Actress and model who's known for her fashion sense, dancing skills, and roles in Hindi films. Made
her acting debut. That's who that is?
You're asking me about her? I don't know. I don't. What can I say about her? You know what I mean?
I'm trying to look to
See, like, is she a chirujo or something, or what is it? Like, what's so big about her?
that a fake post, right?
Right? Yeah, her. It's a guy. I wouldn't doubt it if it is. That's why I'm saying they trolling. I wouldn't doubt it. That's why I'm trying to look. I'm like, is it a dude? Is it a girl or what? Like, what's so special about her or what? Like, what's all the hype or what? You gotta give me more.
It says best known for
Portraying the role of Priyanka in Miss Dhoni, The Untold Story. Disha Patrana Matthews. Apart from being an actor, Disha is known for her fashion sense and her dancing skills.
It doesn't say nothing about
About her being a dude.
so I don't know.
She's trending? Oh, okay.
Nah, I mean,
If she's a good actor and all that stuff, hey, big salute to her, man. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep grinding. It just goes to show you, man, that it don't matter who you are, it don't matter where you come from. As long as you put in the hard work, you stay consistent, and you chase your dreams, man, you can make it. Straight up.
that's facts. That's facts.
Facts. That's facts, my boy. It's not a dude, yeah. It didn't say nothing about that. Yep. Sinner part 2.
I just seen it. Sinner Part 2. Bam, let's get it. I've never listened to
Fora. To be honest, I've never heard of him. This is Scorpio time? That's right. We Scorpios right here. You already know. Has to be a vato, don't fall for it. That's why I ain't saying nothing. What, baby? Hi, baby. What's wrong?
You hungry? I'm gonna cook right now.
Okay, I'm gonna just smoke and I'm gonna make the chicken. You want Chinese food or chicken breast? Put me on the flyer because I'm pretty sure I got a lot of people from Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico tapping in. So say there's a show out there, you want to get somebody to host, it's gonna be me. As soon as the show starts, I'm gonna pop out like, what's good? What's good, Albuquerque? How y'all feeling tonight? In case y'all don't know me, this your boy Santo G, Santo G Productions. I just wanted to pop out, show you guys love, wanted to pop out here. So today we got your boy Lefty Gunplay, we got Chito Ranas. What's good? Everybody ready? You guys ready to listen to Lefty Gunplay? You guys ready to listen to Chito Ranas? Let me hear it. Woo woo, type shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, all right now, hey, let me hear it. Lefty, lefty, come on, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, all right now, pop out type shit. You know? Like, the sky's the limit. But that's what I got my vision on. You know? Is straight hosting stuff. And I know I could do it. I just need the opportunity. If the opportunity presents itself, best believe I'ma jump on it, cause the sky's the limit, baby. You know what I'm saying? If Drewski and all these other people can do it, go on tour with these big rappers, and be the host and bring the rappers out and all that, then I could do it too. You know, straight up, straight up. Hey, the sky's the limit. Hell yeah, straight up. I know I could do it. So that's why I'm saying, like, hey, if any promoters tap in, they want to just add my name to the flyer to pretty much spread more awareness and more people could pop out, I'm with it. I'm with it. You feel me? Even if I gotta reach out to people myself and put myself on the flyer, that's what we gonna do, you know? I need a manager, to be honest. I need a manager. I need to hire somebody that's already in that to manage me and get me in these slots. Cause I know once I'm there, I'll kill it. I'll kill it to the point where now it's not even gonna be me calling them. They're calling me like, hey, what's up? Can you do this date? Can you do that date? You feel me? Like, at least that's my vision. Acting, yeah, I want to do that too. I've hit up all these people, all these agencies and all that, but they never respond. Like, that's why I feel like I need a manager. I feel like having a manager that knows and has all these connections already, they could place me in rooms with people that all you gotta do is place me in the room with them. As soon as they meet me and I do my, like, when it comes to acting, like, let's see, what's a good scene, right? What's a good scene or acting like that I could do, like play out? I know I can, like, I could even make myself cry if I wanted to, like. So that's what I'm working on, though. You know? Yeah, everything in due time for sure. All right, Joe. I'm gonna let you go though. You guys have a good night. What's up, baby?
You that if Sophia could go Roblox because I requested I told I saw her Roblox but she she's not my
She don't know
friend.
it's you.
I'll tell her. I'll send them your name so that way they know it's you.
No,
Too, if that's what you're interested. For sure, for sure. Yup. ING swinging. What's good, my G? You already know, hometown. Salute.
I already sent it to her.
Yup. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna let you guys go, man. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna spend some time with baby girl. I gotta cook, so y'all have a good night, man. I'm gonna tap back in tomorrow. I'm not scheduled till this weekend, so I'll tap back in tomorrow, man. You guys have a good night. Stay tuned for more videos dropping. I just need to edit them, and I will be dropping them. I appreciate the support, man. It's your boy Santo G. Unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, shout out my good people at Killer Kush. Shout out my good people at Drip Six. And with that being said, man, we out. I appreciate you guys. Baby Los, I appreciate you. Coco Tina, appreciate you. Cindy, lovely Lizzie, all the moderators, my boy John Doe, Rob Town, my boy ING Swinging. If you guys want to check out some good music with some bars, go check out my boy Dark Side Crook. I appreciate everybody, man. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be what it is. So I appreciate you guys, man, for real. Humbly from the heart. Salute. Much love, much respect. Y'all have a good night.